All right, everybody, welcome to episode 5 of Renaissance. Um, did I say it wrong? I got it that time. All right, everybody. So today is the last day to get the World Builder hit show card. It will be erased after tonight's game. Then Professor Winter has one of them. Uh, So that's out there. We've got the other World Builder cards out there. What else am I supposed to be saying? $20 donations gets the sends out the packs to the whole community. With those packs, we have a bunch of cards that allow you to tack on extra things to NPCs. The only restriction is the NPC has to be in the scene that we are in, and they have to be played during games. That's it. So like we can't like hoard them and be like, now this person has a bunch of them. If we don't see the person, we can't give them anything. Today's game, we will have Patagon interviewing both Peanut and Rupert, as the crew has been. Peanut and Rupert are on their way to Digburg to investigate the goings on in that little city that apparently that they own. But they are going to be stopped and asked for help. Not help, but assistance in call it.
So does that mean like our work on the diggy holes translated into those two own the town?
That's exactly what that means. Like the diggy holes in the other world, when all the worlds got combined together, not only the hole is still there, but also the town that got built up around it came here too, and they have a history of knowing that the founders of that town were both Rupert and Peanut. Like, those two founded that town. In history, hundreds of years ago, that happened. Which is obviously weird because Peanut and Rupert are not hundreds of years old. Then we have an all hands meeting on Wednesday. This is just show up if you can. Well, we just want to talk about some stuff. And that's everything. That's not an in character thing, it's a community thing. But with that, I think we'll just did I say everything I needed to say? Yeah, alright. Let's get to the game. First, the interview part. Get my water ready because I gotta speak as Rupert.
Welcome, everyone, to tonight's episode of the Patagon Show, where we are graced by Rupert. And they're on their way to Digburg, and we're just going to check on in and see how everything's going. So, Rupert,
Hello.
heard you're going to Digburg and might be stopping in Collet. So, is there any messages you're hoping to pass along to those folks over there?
Well, they need help. And, help. Mm-hmm.
I got you. Yeah, I mean, help is on the way, so
I'm the
hopefully...
first mate.
Yeah, you have a spiffy hat to go along with this. So that's
I'm a
cool.
cowboy.
Cowboy. Woo. So, is there any concerns about the help that you're gonna have to bring? We got a ragtag team to get the hole
And
ready.
chosen. Picked him specifically.
Awesome. The hand chosen team here to help Digburg and Collet. So, okay. Is there any other things you want to say here about Digburg or?
Have you ever tried fish flakes?
I can't say I've had tried fish flakes, but
Oh my god, here. And he stuffs a bunch of fish flakes into Patagon's beak.
No, I mean those are quite delectable. I will have to try them once I get my next smoothie. Thank you.
You're welcome. Hi, Mom.
that's Rupert, everyone, and I believe Peanuts along the way if you want to send him in.
Nika needs a couple of seconds. Also, that kills my throat.
Yeah, no problem. This is delectable. Ah, Peanut. How is things? I see your perm's holding quite nicely, so that's good.
I just got it touched up yesterday. Thank you. And he like pats his own head a little bit.
Well, it is very, very nice.
And your coif is quite nice as well.
Thank you. The studio here keeps me nice and presentable, which is better than I could do myself. So. Well, so Rupert is saying you're going to Digburg via Cullet, and they need help, and the message was pretty much just help. So, is there anything you'd like to add to that?
Oh, it's quite simple. It's nothing for panic. I have only told Rupert that it is as simple. We need to help them. He is acting as though it is some sort of emergency. They're working on some new buildings, I hear. Some new technology that, with help of the people over at Fulgerlight. You remember the folks of Fulgerlight, of course.
Oh yeah, very, very talented people.
They're working on a way of capturing musical energy in such a way to continue powering places around the Echo, so I've heard.
Oh, that's neat and interesting. I know there's a lot of good music that I know I've heard. So if it can power some stuff, more power to them.
Absolutely. And I have put together a party, if you will. It's like, if you are going to have some kind of musical situation, you want it lively, you want it fun, so who would you bring? You would, of course, bring Skittles Squeedles, if you will. You can't have a party without Nameless. That guy is on everybody's list.
Indeed.
Like, of course, spa aficionado like none other, Melinoë is there, and I wouldn't go anywhere without my best friend Gemini.
Indeed. You gotta have your snacks.
Gotta have your snacks. He's been experimenting with a tea sludge that I'm not particularly fond of, but he's gonna keep working at it.
Well, I mean, they made other things taste great over there in the experimental kitchen, so I believe they'll be able to do it with the tea sludge. So we've been talking about everyone's trip to the moon, and I know that you had some rough patches up there. Is there any lasting effects? Or?
No, I seem to be clear-headed now. It's just there was a moment where something took over my body, but I seem to be have that under control. I will say that Amon, Cash, Pollux, and Castor need to hit the gym once in a while. All three of them could not take me down. It was quite simple for me to disarm my fellow crew members. So, let that be a lesson to you out there. Get to the gym, get training, or I'll come for you.
Well, there you have it, dude. Don't skip leg day. I only have one leg to train, but other people might not.
But that you are perfectly fine. I'm sure if you were there, I would have been handled quite promptly.
Not a problem. No problem. Well, I don't want to keep you too long. Was there anything else you want to tell to the fine folks out there before you get on the way down the road?
Just like, I would like to make everybody aware that in an ever-changing world, Lockstitch will be there to provide hope.
Hear, hear.
And it's just like little like light wave, and then it's just like, how do I get the microphone off? Is it attached to? Is it?
Yep. No problem here.
Hold on. He like lays on his back and starts like kicking the cord.
Well, Peanut, everyone, have a wonderful time.
But you're not getting my belly. You should be getting my belly.
All right.
Put it in my belly.
Pats or peanuts?
All right. Thank you so much.
Now we must away.
All right. And now to introduce today's players. We have Gemini. Oh, Officer Gemini, played by Zach.
Howdy.
We got Melinoë, played by Sparkly.
Hello, hello.
We got Nameless, played by Rob.
Hey there.
And we got Quee, played by Elliot.
Who's here for the chaos?
Woot woot.
Chaos. None of those four ever been involved in chaos.
Always gotta enable the chaos.
I always put Quee just right outside of, like, the Harbinger is always blocking Quee in the maps. I've noticed that.
And she's so very small, very sneaky, just hanging out. It's all good.
Peanut invites everybody into the office. It's just like, I'm sure you all saw my wonderful interview with Patagon. I'm sure you're all aware that we will be heading to Cullet as a quick stop before we go to Digburg and figure out if everything there is going well. Like, in Cullet, they have asked for aid. And he's like flipping through things. Apparently, they have found a way to use gold to transfer magic. And through their glass technology via Hymnal, they are learning how to spread ambient magic throughout the air. It's a very exciting time for them. Now, I have not mentioned it to them, and I would hope that you all can keep it to yourselves about the rising magical levels in folk song and other places around the Echo. I want to get a vibe check, if you will. Figure out if magic were to go back to the state of 1,000 years ago, would they be comfortable with it? Do we think they could handle it? Do we assume that it'd be detrimental to the world? And why not start with our neighbors?
Okay. Yeah, I always want to make sure you don't have enemies in the backyard or people who aren't going to freak out too much.
It is a worry that we don't want to be. And it's just like, what if it just causes danger? It's like, is it going to be a natural disaster, an unnatural disaster? We don't want another situation like the end of Liminal.
Hmm.
I don't actually see Rupert. I think he's sleeping in the bed right now, or I'd pet the hell out of him. So, like, they say they are building things, and I know you guys are not all particularly the builders of the group, except for you, Nameless. It's just like, and on that note, Nameless, what do you think we should be bringing as far as like tools? They need a little bit of help with their metalwork, they say.
The word. Do we have any smelting? Because they use gold, you said, right?
They do. They are using gold. They, from the reports the last couple months ago, Krieg went to visit and they found an abundance of gold.
I bet that made Krieg very happy.
It did. It did make him quite happy. I have a report that he may have turned into a giant slime monster, or fought a giant slime monster, unknown.
Oh, I hate when that happens.
Happens pretty regularly.
So we should probably bring some tongs.
I'm sure we could borrow a smelting kit from Akana. Akana is our foremost metalworker.
Well, if there's a lot of gold involved, do we need to worry about the spirit of capitalism showing up.
That is a good thing to worry about as as Peanut like fidgets with his rosary. For those unfamiliar, Peanut's rosary is a bunch of gold beads, and at the end is a solid gold gecko tail. Yeah. There's a little gecko statue on Peanut's desk.
It's so cute. And shiny.
It is shiny. He's like, you should pet it.
And it's currency.
Oh, I will absolutely pet it. Can I also pet you?
Oh, of course. And he like gets on his desk.
Oh, excellent. Just rubbing or scritching his ears.
He's
All kinds
still
of
trying to keep a very professional tone with everybody while he's just like getting scritches.
Oh, yes, scritches. Oh, are we gonna elevator butt? Do you want the butt?
No,
Does Peanut
no.
does Peanut
Okay.
like butt pats?
Oh god. This game has gone downhill immediately.
You invited me. What did you expect?
Kui, upon petting the gecko statue, you get to hold on to what I call a golden 20.
Oh,
You may turn any roll, including a 1, into a 20.
oh my.
But the difference in the number affects the how much the spirit of capitalism will take over the area.
Not capitalism.
It's everything that Krieg stands for.
But I mean fair, but also capitalism.
That spirit is a menace.
It is a menace.
It is.
Now, Gemini, you don't have to worry about capitalism as long as we keep it in control. A fair trade society is a good society.
Yeah. I just that one spirit, man. I ran into that one time, and I just, I want to punt that guy.
The spirit of capitalism, by the way, when it manifests as golden coins.
So isn't that a good thing?
Nameless gets it. It's a good thing.
Well, listen, I already have the spirit of sticks. I'm good.
Cha-ching!
Well done. I'm just gonna keep scratching Peanut's butt.
It's like, totally, he's all about it. It's like, oh, he rolls on his belly, and he rolls on his back.
Tummy. I don't care if it's a
Tummy.
trap. I don't
Like,
care if it's a trap.
Jim, I was like, oh yeah, you found the right spot on him. Awesome. Just gives Peanut a
Just
thumbs
like
up.
rubbing her face in there, just like belly.
The next scene is just Kui covered in scratches.
She does not care. She chose death, as any of us would.
It's like after he's done, like currently like licking his paws, Kui like bleeding from scratches. Not like badly, obviously.
No.
They'll go away quick. Peter's just like, but we should keep an eye on magic and measure the amounts of around the world, around the echo. So we will need, and he hands everybody the what were used to be rift detectors, but now they also detect anomalies, and which the spirit of capitalism is an anomaly thing. It should not exist. We created it.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, they do look like little Patagon plushies.
Nice.
And he's just, is everybody packed and ready to go? Oof. I don't think Akana would loan you. Is Akana in the chat? I don't think so. She would have said something earlier.
I think Gemini would be asking, like, okay, is this more? Am I more likely to think to need more food or my dance gear?
Definitely the dance gear.
Got it. Gemini's like just popping his bags. Puts his ridiculous, like, overly garish dance outfit in his pack.
I have all the squeedles I could ever need.
I have my field medicine kits.
Nameless, are you just walking around with like a mini forge on your back? Not Forge the character, but like a crucible situation?
Yeah, like a big old satchel back.
Okay, absolutely.
Mm-hmm. I'm ready.
So, I think, alright, so, anyway, we are right here, and we're just going down here. Pretty simple trip. No problems. It's nighttime when we arrive to Cullet, and the city, upon approaching it, is like incredibly musical, but not obtrusive. Almost like you can't even tell the music is there unless you stop to focus on it. It is just in the background.
Okay. You know, if you just kind of stand around, this is a pretty good bop. Just kind of like very lightly just tapping my foot on the ground as we're like walking, as we're like looking around and everything.
Gemini's definitely kind of like dance walking a little bit in his like dance uniform.
Like, Ruben and Peanut are both like nodding along with it, and it takes a couple. Does anybody want to make a roll? It's like I'm not forcing you guys to make a roll on it, but if you want to study what is happening with this music, go ahead and give me a 20-sider.
Okay, I'll go ahead and roll.
I did not have my 3D dice on. Oh, excellent! Right in time. So with an 11, Melinoë, you realize it, and you realize it like very strongly. I'm actually gonna boost that up for you, because I should have given you 2d20, but I only gave you the one, so I'm gonna like count that as though it is a critical success. Like that's a triumph for you.
Yeah.
Nobody is hearing this music. It is inside all of your heads. Like, it is a vibe. You're all on beat with it. Like, if you do feel it, you all feel the same thing. And it's like somewhere between Gregorian chants, somewhere between people putting their like wet fingers on a wine glass, and 70s funk.
Okay.
It's just like, this is... It is inside you. It is making you all feel like, you all kind of want to dance. You don't have to dance, but if you stand still long enough, you will find yourself tapping your foot or foot-like appendage if you don't have feet.
Is it? Oh, I forgot the name of the town. When we were looking at the Celestial Sea, where like the spirits kind of were like music. Is it kind of like that?
A little bit like Lydian, yeah.
Yeah.
It is there is definitely a little bit of Lydian with overlap. Like probably some folks, now that you can travel outside of the Celestial Sea, and now that people can go cross Alkali because the storm was preventing anybody from traveling that way. Like I definitely assume that some of the folks from Lydian have come here.
Okay. Do they notice it or no?
Everybody notices the music, but I don't think that they all understand that it's inside of them.
Oh, okay.
Can we see the others and how they're reacting? Like, are they acting different than how we were before we entered town and heard the music?
I don't know. What do you guys tell us? Like, I think you will notice Peanut generally somewhere between absolutely unhinged and very stoic. You do see him like he's walking on all fours because he does not tend to walk bipedal. But his tail is swishing and like you see his butt going back and forth to a beat that you are hearing as well. I think Rupert is trying to like snap his fingers to the beat, but Rupert is very uncoordinated. So like he is missing it, but you can tell that he's trying.
I'll still dance with him, frankly. Quay would be honored if Rupert would have this dance.
Gemini, you said that you are dance walking to it?
Yeah, like probably like you'd see like somebody like walking during like a musical number and like just kind of like walking to the beat, kind of like
Like Tobey Maguire in Spider-Man 2? Or Spider-Man 3?
Yeah, a little
Alright.
like that, kind of like bobbing his head a bit. Yeah. And for travel snacks today, Gemini has brought some stink flower infused centipede milk cheese.
Oh boy.
I'm sorry, did you say stink flour infused centipede milk cheese?
Yes.
It's gritty in all the ways that people enjoy.
You know how there's like port wine cheese?
Oh, I understand what you're
Yeah.
getting at.
Yeah. Quite good.
You do see some folks like around town. They are folks from like Hymnal, Hymnal-like folks, but people from Cullet do not like the people from Hymnal. Not especially, they don't hate them. They just think they're too stuffy. They think they're too restrictive. So they've moved away and they used the waste glass from Hymnal and built themselves a town, which is what this town is. And like they are walking around, they are also bobbing their heads to the music and like dancing along with the music as they are just like going about their business, carrying groceries. They see you all, and one of them walks up to you. This guy. It's just like, "Hello, everybody. Don't mean to intrude. You're from Lockstitch, right?"
That's right.
Yeah.
He puts his hand out. It's like, "Thunderpaws. Nice to meet you."
I'll go ahead and
Yeah.
shake his hand. Nice to meet you too. So,
He looks at Gemini. He's like, "I know that one."
Mm-hmm.
That is a very cool name, sir. Let me just say. Very
Everybody's
cool.
like, "Oh, I don't want to be rude. Would you like some cheese?"
Oh, yeah, of course.
Hell yeah.
He just starts eating it.
Yeah.
Is it just a square of cheese? Have you somehow managed to get this into string cheese form?
Gemini's just cutting little small squares off of a block of it.
He's like, absolutely. So how you guys liking the tunes? You vibing?
Oh yeah.
He's just like, it's a new thing. He's just like, walks up to one of the closest houses and he shows you that all the metal has been changed out with pure gold. Do you all know? I don't know if you guys would. Some characters know that gold is... You know how in the real world we use gold to, like, because a very good conductor?
Mm-hmm.
We use it here because it's a very good conductor as well. But it conducts magic in this world.
Okay. So silver is also very magically conductive as well, right? Both gold and silver.
Silver is, but some things around the world have incredibly negative reactions to silver.
Yeah.
So far, we haven't found anything that has a massively negative reaction to gold. It's just like, so what you guys all here for? Like, who did somebody call you? It's just like, you guys on a mission? It looks like you're carrying some stuff. Is there a problem that we don't know about? As like Thunderpaws like reaches into his like inner jacket to like grab his knife. She's like, what are we doing?
Whoa. Let's not get violent here, sir.
Oh, not between us. Not between us. Like, we got somebody to take out. Like last time I saw this guy, and he points at Gemini. It's just like we had to break somebody out of jail.
Good times. Good times.
Good times.
Nothing quite that extreme. We're just kind of stopping here on our way to Digburg.
You dig?
I heard there's been some developments here. Checking the vibes out, you know.
Oh, the vibes are impeccable. It's just like, oh. And Peanut just like clears his voice and he clears his throat. He's like, we are here to see the orator. Thunderpaw's just like, oh, got it. You guys want to go to the Golden District? It's like, big church, can't miss it. Little stuffy for my taste, but you know, the vibes are just right.
The Golden District, that's next to the Gilded District, right?
Oh, it's what the Gilded District became.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they showed up. Some people found religion, and he's just like, "What can I do?" And he like points at Peanut's like rosary again. He's just like, "Oh, all right, yeah, that." Like, I'm not a believer. A gecko is just a gecko to me.
No worries. That's understandable.
Yeah, when you guys get done with the Golden District, maybe you guys should come over to the studio, check out how we like make these vibes.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. That sounds really nice. Thank you.
He looks at Quee for a second. He's just like, I don't mean to like be forward, but you wouldn't happen to be Quintillion Primberry, would you?
I would. Would you like some Squeedles? They go
I would
wonderfully.
absolutely love some Squeedles. Were you the very same Quintillion Primberry of Danderfluff that helped write Hull Breach Detected?
Oh my gosh, I was.
Oh, that was a true inspiration.
Oh,
The song
it's so...
right here, like you feel it? You
Yes.
feel it in?
I do.
Listen, just right, 1 second, 1 second, 1 second. And then you all hear subtly in the music, Hull Breach Detected. And then it's just like, wow, and like a drop.
My little, you get extra squeedles. You're a good kid. You want some ear? Do you want butt pats? Do you like butt pats? Can I give you butt pats or head pats? Your scritches?
I'm a full-grown man, ma'am.
Okay, but like ear scritches, chin scritches.
It's like, we get mistaken for cats a lot. We're more akin to dragons, actually. It's a long story. It's like art
But
gets
like
really like.
everybody likes scritches.
I'm
Even
not
I
saying-
like scritches.
I'm not
See,
saying
like
that-
tilts her head toward Melinoë. Like, give me scritches.
I just feel like if
I
like my
do give her
musical hero
scritches.
came up to me and asked me for scritches, it might be weird.
Quee's like just half paying attention because she's getting scritches from Melinoë, and you just see her back. One of her legs is just like jiggling just a little bit. She's like, everybody likes scritches. Squeedles? More squeedles? You want some more? Where are we at on the scritches? Still no? That's fair.
I'm still gonna have to say hard pass on the scritches, but I appreciate the thought. Like firm handshake, firm handshake.
Okay. Squeezes it.
Out of character, what are Squeedles?
Skittles.
Oh, okay.
Just Skittles that are just constantly pouring out of her pockets, but you know, they're legally distinct Skittles.
Okay.
We had a game where and this might be like good. This is a good thing to bring up and to think about for everybody to remember. We had a game where we were in Alkali, after Alto had fallen, and Talali was Melinoë in that game. I don't think.
I don't know.
I think
so.
Rosie, the team that was there, had they were at Turmeric's outpost. They went underground, very far underground, and they found a river. The river was full of incredibly potent magical energy that was also orange. Good thing to note is the fact that that same fluid runs through the pipes of the weir. All the roots have that fluid flowing through them. Quee, of course, drank some of it.
Because of course she did.
And rolled a 20. So Quee became a wizard with a capital W.
Yay!
Her power is to summon Squeedles, which are a delicious candy that can basically do whatever she wants it to.
I just have to believe really, really, really hard.
She
Really
just
hard.
has to believe that it works, and it will.
I think Gemini is going to, after this, ask to help, for some help trying Squeedle infused tea sludge. See if that helps the taste.
You are more than welcome to as many Squeedles as your heart desires. I literally have an endless lifetime supply. They are constantly pouring out of my pockets. I would say every orifice, but then that might be kind of gross because, pockets, not orifice. Anyway, moving on.
So where can we find your studio from the from the golden area?
She's like, oh, absolutely. We live in the and he gives you directions. Like Gemini, you've been to the city a couple of times, so like after he gives you guys directions, you guys can easily find his studio.
Very nice, very nice, very nice.
Okay, I don't want to disrupt, but I need to ask, mummy water and mummy jerky? What?
No, who the fuck said that?
Okay. It's
I support
a true fact.
Nika's rights and wrongs.
It's a true fact that upon finding mummies, Victorian, Anglo-Saxons, our white European forefathers, and foremothers, literally ate
Oh yeah.
the bodies of the mummies. They turned them into teas. They
Well,
consumed
how else
them
would you
as
gain their power?
how? And they turned them into
There aren't very
pigments.
many mummies around.
That's how we got Mummy Brown.
That is how we got Mummy Brown, which is a terrible color, turns out, because it's like inconsistent and fades. This is a thing that we did, not us, but you know.
They also took most of the mummified cats they found and used them as fertilizer for fields.
Mm-hmm.
Now, see, that's just disrespectful.
Yeah. There used to be so many more mummies out there.
Yep.
Yeah, now there's just a lot more salads.
But
So are you just saying that, given the chance, you would, or are you actively searching for a way to consume it currently?
No, please don't. Please don't. As the archaeologist in this call, please don't.
We gotta stop eating dead people.
You could make a modern day mummy. You don't necessarily have to use people.
I hate it.
do what your heart tells you.
Okay, sorry for the sidetrack, but I had to comment on the message that I saw.
Cashew, take that back!
I support your rights and wrongs too.
No!
No!
I do have to. It does make you wonder: is there a perfect amount of time after mummification where it's delicious?
No, listen, I'm gonna settle it right now. You can't have the mummies, you can't have the tomb cheese, you can't have the tomb wine, you can't have the tomb bread. I don't fucking care.
Attitude.
I don't care that we have the supplies to make grilled cheese with wine. No, thank you.
I'm an adult. I'll do what I want.
I have no moral opposition to cannibalism.
Oh my god.
Murder is bad, but once somebody's dead, they're just a bunch of meat.
This conversation is happening in canon, by the way, as everybody's like,
Okay.
Well, absolutely.
Okay, yeah.
It is called. It is. I agree. It is efficient.
Oh my god.
Also, you know,
Yeah.
less concern for disease from burying bodies. I mean, I realize they're mummified, so hopefully they don't have disease. But you know, if we just go ahead and eat them, then
Yeah, granted, I'm not going to eat somebody if they don't want it and I don't have to. It's, can be seen as disrespectful, but, if one of you put in your will that you wanted to be eaten, I'd eat you.
You know what? And that's what I
science.
appreciate about you. Yeah, okay. Back to the game.
sorry, not sorry.
No, I'm not upset at all. Fuck
Yeah,
it.
no, that was Gemini saying that in character, by the way, to the rest of the party.
Also, somebody out there is fucking frantically looking for their get out of the salad card. Little do they know that I hid that one so that people have a better chance of getting the new cards that we made. Let's go here real quick. Thunderpaw's like, go ahead.
On our way to the next location, I want to just like be walking around and check out the building, like how secure the gold is, like foundation wise, and because gold is light, just
Yeah, absolutely. Give me 2d20 and take the higher. Yeah, that 19 will do it. So with that, you see the fact that, do you touch it?
yeah, but now like making it too obvious.
Not like picking
Just,
at
like,
it, but like
yeah.
just simply touching it.
Mm.
As you do touch it, you feel it just emanating just a very good vibe. Okay, so there are 3 buildings you could have touched. One is definitely a shop, one is a bar, and one is somebody's home. All the buildings are made of glass, but you cannot see through the glass. It is
Opaque.
opaque, yeah.
Oh, that's a 20 now.
Yep.
Yeah. Sorry, I just noticed that.
No problem. Please just let the 20 roll with this one, guys.
Yeah.
So would you want to touch the bar, the shop, or the home? Sorry.
The home.
The home? The vibe inside the home is comfortable. Like, you understand that if you walked through the threshold of this home, it's a completely different song. It is peaceful, welcoming, you belong here. Really, really good at relieving anxiety. Like, you feel so much less stress touching it. Even if you weren't stressed out before, you inherently understand that there's a song in there to keep people feeling good.
Good to know. Taking mental notes.
But also the gold is fused with the glass. It seems like they must have like built it all like at the same, like melted gold, slid the glass in it, the gold hardened, and that's how they built these places. There is no core of anything else. It is solid gold.
All right. Good to know.
Then we get to the gold district. Now this place is a bit under construction.
Mhm.
You see one person standing there. They are like currently like doing measurements on a unfinished building. They have a little forge nearby, and they are like working. And like there is one of the folks from it being like, "I'm not sure if that's right." It's just like, if you don't mind, like let me have another look at that. As you all approach, this is the church that you're going for, by the way. This big building back here. This section is called the Gold District for very obvious reasons. All of the metal, again, is gold, but all of the glass also has gold in it.
Okay.
It is radiant. Everything is lighting up. Even in the middle of the night, all of these lights are on.
Wow, this is actually quite impressive. Holy crap. What are the ambient vibes in this area? Is it the same as when we first came in, or is it different?
It is similar, but pious?
Yeah,
So
no, that makes
pretty.
sense.
So shiny.
You all and you can roll against it, but it is trying to make you feel a sense of awe.
Yeah.
Oh, it absolutely does.
And the one figure turns and looks. He's just like, "I'd recognize that owl anywhere." And like they dust their hands off and walk up to Nameless. It's just like, "Hello there, Nameless. You might not remember me, Alex of Fulgerlight." And they put their hand out to shake your hand.
Oh, hey! Good to see you again.
It's fine. Last time I saw you, you were stealing one of our super suits and fighting pirates.
Oh, yeah! Good times. It's all coming back to me now.
Alex has 5 golden rings on each hand, and they are each like like resonating with magic as well.
Hmm.
It's like, what? It's like, oh, you must be who the orator sent out sent for help. It's like, don't mind me. It's like, have you all met my friend? And he's like, have you all met my friend, Bigums? Lockstitch? And Bigums, this fabulous man, walks forward. He's like, He's like, I suppose you're all here for the gold.
We're here to see the orator.
Yes. It's like, I don't know why we would need any more additional outside counsel. We've got it all well within hand.
I don't know, it always helps to have a second opinion, or sometimes a third, just to make sure you crossed all your T's and dotted all your I's.
Gemini's like, I mean, for all we know, it might be dance council.
We can dance if we want to.
Gemini's like, just grooving, like, just kind of like,
We can leave your
Jiggy
friends
around.
behind.
Wait, is Gemini doing like groovy pelvic thrusts every once in a while?
more like wiggling the shoulders around and stuff, and yeah.
Ah, okay.
Head bob, shoulder jiggle kind of thing.
Like a shack shimmy?
Kind of, yeah.
Things you might recognize. Alex is not in Fulgerlight, and he is in his form. Like, quick recap about people from Fulgerlight. They take the form that they want to be, as long as they have enough magic around them. They can stay in their chosen form. For most of them, it is very handsome / beautiful androgynous people. They identify, like Alex here identifies as him. He is a very well-renowned blacksmith and mechanic at Fulgerlight. He is one of the people that keeps it running. Normally they have to have umbrellas on them, but he does not have an umbrella on him. I'm like, if you want to ask about that, feel free. As he is like walking around the city, he's just like, oh, have you seen the work we've been doing around here? And he like taps his knuckle on one of the incomplete structures, but you can tell that it is just like radiating good vibes.
And everyone's like, this place is so much groovier than it used to be.
Hymno was being very rude, keeping their glass magic to themselves, their resonance. We have figured out a way to improve it, expand upon it. Just like, once we learned the connection with magic to gold, we moved into a very interesting stage in technology.
Those stuck-up prudes are wishing they treated you guys better before.
Bigums is just like, I don't think that prudish. It's just they just have a different culture to it. All this
Aw,
gold.
what's wrong, Bigums?
I don't like all this gold.
Why?
It's tacky.
It's shiny.
It's tacky, and like this resonant magic belongs in Hymnal. It doesn't belong here.
So basically what you're saying is you don't like sharing.
I just think that there is a line. It's like everybody worshipping a statue of a gecko. What does a gecko have to do with us?
Capitalism, mostly.
Nothing good comes of capitalism.
I mean, you're
right
not
about
entirely
that.
wrong.
Peter's just like, but the free market. It's like, listen here.
It's just basically kind of like step between Bigums and Peanut before they get into a debate about social economics. It's like, okay. Listen, we're allowed to have our differences, but also if Hymnal, if the people here are using the technology of Hymnal, they're for good and to help out the society, I don't see the big issue with it. Besides, this was all made from the discards from Hymnal, wasn't it?
Alex points at Melinoë. Absolutely. They discarded this. And as you know, as Lockstitch crew, they powered their resonance from captured spirits, what they called gods. We figured out a way to do it without hurting anyone. Just spread the magic. Like, there is magic in music. It's very simple, and we don't need to enslave or capture anything.
Have you thought about outsourcing this?
I think Gemini goes to give Alex a fist bump.
Alex definitely returns the fist bump. Outsourcing as in training other people to do this, or outsourcing it as in spreading across the echo?
Spreading along across the echo.
We would love to spread it across the echo. The couple of limitations, of course, like obviously the glass is sacred to Hymnal and the Forbidden Desert.
You know, there's a flamingo that might be interested in this an investment opportunity.
Oh, I mean, we're always looking for investment opportunities. You should let Kai and the Orator know about this. Do you have a connection with them?
I do now.
Nika is saying that if you wanted to switch and play Bobbert right now, you totally could. But it's up to you.
No, I think I'm going to just get this information for Bobbert later.
Like, absolutely. That would be just like, do you have... The reason we started with Cullet was not only the glass, but such an abundance of gold via the work through the church and Krieg's attempts here. If we could find a way to a large supply of both gold and glass, then we would love to move this on to other locations. Perhaps a small place in the Thimble, even.
Yeah, I will reach out to a guy I know, and then they can also educate you on this wonderful theory called trickle-down economics.
Trickle down?
I believe they call it Reagan.
No.
Peanut's just nodding along.
Like, Gemini's gonna say to Bigums, like, you know, if you find the gold tacky, you could make alloys of gold with, like, silver or something to, like, change the color a little bit. Maybe, you know, you could make your house, instead of using gold, like pure gold, you could, you know, cut it with some silver or something.
Like a light bulb above his head, but it's just a golden coin. Just bling.
I think you gave him a new business venture. So if spirits aren't spreading the resonance around, what is?
Well, in the recent times, since you all... Well, we all saw you in our dreams. It was quite fascinating.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was in a giant robot.
That
Nice.
was wild. I saw that. It's like that Tarkus fellow really tried to fuck up those squirrels.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then once the magic of the moon hit us, once we all got over the wave of nightmares, we felt it. Like you can feel it in the air. An ambient magic. And then, upon realizing how much more magic, like the feeling, we were able to leave Fulgurlight in our forms, in our chosen forms. Like, I can just be here. Like, we can all just walk around. Like, we've tried it with the Neverglades, but we could feel the magic waning. But some of our folks have come here, have been on the seasonal side, and have made it all the way to Folksong. We were able to meet folks from Lydian. They came to us, but we were able to meet them. It's fantastic. Business opportunities abound.
This is quite impressive, especially since it's just you are just amplifying what's naturally occurring now.
Exactly. You just take the ambient, like, you don't even need to take it. It's just there. Just use what's there.
Yeah, I also want to know, like, yeah, Gemini is just kind of glaring at the coin that showed up.
Oh yeah, that coin went right into his pocket.
Yeah.
It's like, you see Alex with it. It's just like, it is like, in his pocket, like glowing bright gold, almost like beating like with it along with his heartbeat. He's just like, Fulgurlight, we could use this. It's like,
Gemini's gonna be like, hey Alex, can I see that coin you found? Like, it looks cool. I'll give you like double its size in gold.
he's just like, how would he answer? Roll me a 20-sider. Okay. And he's just like, all right. It's like, double its size. And he like rolls the coin back and forth across his fingers.
Like double its value. I assume, like, the size of a gold coin probably is related to how, much worth it has, right?
Like, you run a very profitable hotel, I've heard.
Yeah, it's a coin I've not seen, and I kind of, I collect. I didn't do some cultural research. I just want to study that one. So
He flips the coin a little bit, catches it out of the air. He's just like, well, I think, and he's like keeps like looking into the air, flipping the coin, catching the coin, flipping the coin, catching the coin. If you were to maybe put in a good word for this endeavor, maybe we could set up a little shop. It's like, if you want to double the value, it's like, not we. I, specifically, would love to get myself a little studio set up near the thimble, where I can begin crafting my own gold craft. Art, jewelry. Most of the time they just have me working on mechanical things, because, I'm that guy, loves, like, the little grease monkey guy, but I have a soft spot. If you could set me up with a little studio outside of your hotel, it's like, provide me a decent basis in gold to start off, I'd be more than willing to give you this coin in exchange.
Yeah, I'm sure I can get Gree to agree to it too. I mean, he loves, Gree, he loves gold.
Gold?
And so, having somebody who knows how to craft golden items nearby, I'd love that.
Absolutely, and I will turn myself a tidy little profit.
Indeed.
He hands over the coin. The coin is, when it gets to you, it has grown twice in size.
Gemini just kind of like whispers to it, it's like, not letting you get away, you little shit.
Well, I'm gonna. Fucking fight me, you can't.
Gemini's like, wait. At least you're on my watch now, under my watch now. You know, you ain't gonna influence him. Alex seems like a cool guy. You leave him alone, you little fuck. Just like shoves the coin in his pocket.
I'll be free. Currently, Peanut is still trying to argue with Bigums about the free market. And, like, he's just backing up Nameless with just, like, yeah, Reaganomics says.
By this point, I've given up. I'm like, I can't get in between this now. Oh, boy.
He's just, oh, and Alex is like, absolutely, I will be in contact with you, Gemini, and also with you, Nameless. We will have a conversation with Kai about it. He's in the church.
Actually, Alex, could I also schedule you for possible conversations later?
Absolutely, come to my shop. Politely, I conveniently located right next to the secret recipe.
Alright, thank you so much. Gotta ask questions about how that glass works and how residents can change the vibes. Need ideas for the spa.
Ooh, the spa could use an update, it's true.
Yeah, if we could have a nice relaxing greenhouse area so people could enjoy that and I can also grow new things. That'd be very nice. Yep.
It's like, think about a little like steaming room, all gold, all glass, doesn't let any of the positive emotions out, only lets the negatives out. Think about that, a little bit of a filtering system.
Yep. Sounds very nice.
Cool.
Well, also, I forget, how did we deal with the spirit of capitalism?
You punched
just-
it.
Okay, yeah.
You guys punched it a lot.
Yeah, so I think Gemini just keeps like
That sounds correct.
squeezing and like attacking the coin in his pocket, just like poking at it constantly with his thumb.
Yeah, roll me a 20-sider. Let's see if you can...
Just do some damage to it at least. Yeah.
Oof.
Oh.
It bites you.
Yeah.
Like, the coin has a face, the mouth opens and just bites your thumb.
Gemini just kind of whispers into his pocket, "I'll deal with you later."
No,
Malone-
you won't.
Melinoë on this side is just thinking with the spirit of sticks, you know I'd never treat you like that, right?
Just shaving a haircut, 2 bites is pretty funny. Bigums, because of that too. Bigum sees Gemini pull his hand out of his pocket and wave the coin around. You know.
Or, well, no, he wouldn't have the coin out of the pocket. He'd leave the coin in.
Oh, okay.
But, yeah.
With it.
He would just
It
pull
was a
something
2. It
Yeah.
was a 2. It wasn't a 1.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Like, I concede to that. You failed to destroy it, but it was not a catastrophe.
Yeah.
So we will leave it there. You do take 2 damage, though.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. I think Gemini sees Bigum notice him and is like, I pinched my finger in my pocket.
Like, you're gonna lose your thumbnail style, you know? That kind of a bite.
Yeah. Dang.
It's terrible. I hate that I said it.
Yeah,
This
the
is
finish on his nails is inconsistent now. With that.
Peanut needs to be dragged, by the way, because otherwise he is just gonna keep screaming at Bigums.
I'm just
Yeah,
gonna
kitty.
I'm just gonna scoop him up, just kind of hand him in the armpits, let's go.
It's like, he doesn't get it.
It's okay.
He's an
It's
idiot.
okay. I'm gonna go. I'm just gonna
It's
hold him
gonna
like a
all
baby
work out
and
again.
just scratch him on the head, going, "It's all right. It's all right. It's okay. It's okay." Not everyone has to
No,
agree with
capitalism. Like, it trickles down. It trickles down.
you. Okay, come on. Let's go. Let's go.
In an ideal world, yes, but sometimes no.
But we live in an ideal world.
No, we don't. We super don't. But it's adorable that you think that. I love you.
As you walk in, this church is unfinished, but there are gold plates on the wall that look very similar to records. Like, the vibes in here is opulence. Like, Gemini, you feel that coin in your pocket growing warmer.
Mm.
As like, this statue is finally fully erected. This is Emerson, this is Kai, and this is the orator. And they're like, "Oh, excellent, Lockstitch, you've arrived. We are having a slight disagreement." It's like, I am the orator. I'm sure you know leader of Folga Light Kai and head scientist Emerson. Now, this kind of look like Machine Gun Kelly as a cat, doesn't he? Machine Gun Caddy.
Squish his little face.
Is that a musician or
Machine Gun Kelly is, he calls himself a not magician, musician. He lost a rap battle so hard he had to change genres.
Yep.
huh?
He lost that rap battle to Eminem.
You don't take on Eminem.
Alright, so first you got, Gemini, first you gotta do is you gotta listen to Rap God. And then you gotta listen to Rap Devil by MGK. And then you have to listen to Kill Shot by Eminem. And that'll tell you the whole story. I very much, like, hip hop beefs is my that is my special, like, it's my special interest. It's my niche interest.
Oh, you were eating good this year.
Still am.
Yeah.
Heard Tyler's new album? It's fucking killer. Nobody's heard Tyler. Never mind. Back to the game. But listen to Tyler, the Creator's new album. It's really good.
Drake seems like he been having a bad time of it. Deservedly so, perhaps. But, oh yeah.
So the orator is just like, I believe that we need to fully expand, like, all of the gold, all of it, as much as we can, a tall, incredibly tall structure. And they say it is more like, I want to spread the songs of Khalid all throughout the world, like, just expand. And I was hoping with the Lockstitch's know-how of radios and radio signals, you could help us. Kai and Emerson here are telling us that we should keep it localized for now. We don't want to push our luck. Like, we want to see the impacts on a more local scale first. But I feel we've already tested this. You all have been in our city for a little while now. How does it feel? Does the vibe work for all of you? Can you not say that you had met more peace?
The vibes are immaculate.
How long have you been experimenting with the vibes on the local level?
Which, since the magic has been, since the ambient magic turned up, since you all in the moon, about a month or so.
I do have to agree with your colleagues. Maybe just wait a little while longer. A month is not long enough. I don't think. And then
Nope.
you can perfect the vibes even more.
Nah, it's like oil. You gotta strike it while it's hot.
See,
Not-
exactly. This one knows what's going on, and Kai and Emerson are just like raising their hands. They're like, please no, please don't back him up. This is scientifically a gray area. We're not even sure what is responsible for the uptick in magic.
Yeah, maybe it's just like one of them natural cycle things. Like, didn't there used to be like a ton of magic like 1,000 years ago?
Fairy tales. We have no direct proof of this. So just because someone says, like, magic used to be more magical, where's the proof? Yes, there's a giant egg in folk song, but we don't know that if that was laid by a massive creature. Yes, in Chimerical there are huge statues, but just because they say they're petrified beings, there is no proof that those are petrified beings. Editor's note, you all have proof that those are petrified beings. You have their blood. Like, there's a dragon statue and there's a giant humanoid statue locked in combat. They are petrified, but you guys have gotten the dragon's blood out of the statue.
Cool.
And Gemini would probably just tell them that.
It's just like, he is right. He is right. We have found blood. Our senior officer Akana has collected some blood from that creature and has tested it, and it does appear to be actual blood and not just some kind of statuesque creature. It was not carved. It was petrified. Meaning that they at one point in time roamed the Echo. You have, broken Kai's brain a little bit right there. He doesn't know what to say. Emerson's gonna come up. He's like, be that as it may, be that as it may, one giant creature does not speak for the entire Echo at one point in time being a massively more magical place. Do you have any other proof?
I have lots of Squeedles. Those are pretty darn magical.
I wouldn't also like information we got from the moon, from the beings on the moon and whatnot. Confirm this.
Sorry, what about the moon right there? I'm sorry.
Like, we learned a lot about this stuff on the moon, right?
You sure did.
Yeah, so I think I would just kind of say as much as he could without upsetting Peanut for giving too much information out.
As long as you don't mention the weir and like the magic flowing through the pipes and like the toggle switches. That's all Peanut doesn't want to do, because Peanut doesn't want to cause like some kind of war between the people that do want it turned up and people that don't want it turned up.
Yeah, I think it was like, oh no, we found like ruins and stuff basically confirming all this on the moon. This is like information from back then.
Peanut pulls out the manila folder. It's like, it's true.
It's true, the moon's haunted.
It's not haunted. They were spirits, not ghosts.
It's haunted.
It might be haunted.
I totally heard one of them go, woo!
Voice does that all the time, and he's still a spirit, not a ghost. He just likes to scare you.
Well, the ghost is the one standing right next to you, technically. Wait, Queen, do you want me to go woo every once in a while now? Just to bring up the vibes?
You absolutely could. I would not be sad.
Okay, cool. I'll do that.
I will throw you a party.
I will do that when you're sleeping, just for a added effect.
Thank you.
I have to
So
remember to
they
do
are
that
like
too.
looking through the Gemini, can you roll me 2d20 to see how convincing you are? You are pretty convincing, which is why you get the second die. There it is. Yeah, it's like, okay, like this is rather convincing. It's like, oh, you say on the moon there are sentinels, like guardians. Oh, magic.
Yeah, dude, moon's hella magical.
Are there
Magically
any...
delicious.
Thank you.
Think if you like took over the moon and like connected a pipeline from the moon to your place.
Don't give them that idea.
Has anyone tried to connect the radio waves to the moon? Oh, sorry, the orator is saying this. Has anyone tried to connect the radio waves to the moon? Have we sent signals back and forth? It's like, could we vibe the moon?
I don't think that's a good idea.
Think if you synced.
Oh no.
Yes, sync the echo to the moon.
Mhm.
Wherever the moonlight is seen, everyone can feel the music.
Mhm.
I once heard a legend that the music was gonna get you.
No, it's the rhythm, sweetie.
Oh, the rhythm's gonna get you.
Da, 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 da. She's just doing like a dance now.
Paolo Abdul dance
Exactly.
or Gloria Estefan.
It's like, the glorious Estevan. We can use the way that it filters magic down, like looking at all of you guys' paperwork, and add a little bit of extra to it. Oh, look it right here. It says that your crew member Pollux and Castor figured out a way to sync up the moon with the echo via radio waves. It does seem that it only works with one song, but I think we could make that song work. There's something about secrets here. Well, we're gonna have to give that a listen. As players, a thing you should know is the song Something About Secrets was created in a game in hell.
Oh, that's
Nope.
fun.
No.
And while we were there, Vala and Pollux and Castor were henching for we're not henching. It was they wrote the song with Orpheus. You guys know Orpheus, the legendary Greek figure, goes to hell to save his muse.
His wifey.
His
And he
wife, his
fucks up.
waifu. And he fucks up. Yeah, okay. Everybody like but as they wrote that song, it got contaminated by Cash being a villain, and it turned into a version of the song that gets stuck in everybody's head and gives them just like eats their fear, eats their anxiety, feeds on their fear and on their anxiety. Not eats it, just uses it.
Nom 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 nom.
Right? And like that is how like you get literal earworms in your head. Like literal.
That was within the nightmare, right?
That was within the nightmare. But two things are important to mention here that I was talking to Leo about yesterday. But these are some things that are important for everyone to know. Your characters would not necessarily know them. First thing, Vala, the player, used Dream Come True to make that song and all things connected with it to be part of the real world. Second important thing that I was talking to Leo about. Hell is where nightmares are. If you guys were in hell during a nightmare game, you were on the Echo. You were there. Hell is no different than a nightmare. So, like, when they robbed Chest's vault, it was in hell, so it happened.
Okay.
Like, when Vala invented, and Pollux and Castor wrote that song, it was in hell, so it happened. It occurred to me with a conversation with Leo last night that I was like, oh, was not clear enough about that.
So that song is not recommended. Got it.
From a player standpoint.
From a player standpoint, got it.
Hello?
The Goose Game was not in hell. That was Chest leaving hell to talk with you. That took place in Sonnery. Like, Chest did ask you all to do that. Like, Goose Game did not happen in hell, but you were helping Chest battle the villains. Evil is not hell. Like, Sonnery is not hell. Hell is hell. Sonnery is not hell. Gonna have to write all this down for everybody.
Yeah. So we should probably warn them.
You don't know.
Oh, we don't have the memory that like from the dreams. Like, hey, wasn't that song like written in hell?
You guys would have heard the song in hell, so maybe that, you know what? That's enough. You could warn them that, but you don't know what the effect would be.
Yeah, so we'd be like, just one thing about that song, we did hear it in hell. So just be cautious with that one. Maybe do a little extra
pick a
testing
different
on that one.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, does anyone have a recording of it? Possibly we could take it to the studio, give it an in-house listen.
You know, you could
with your supervision, of course. We wouldn't do it ourselves. If you all don't mind going to the studio and helping us out with this.
You could totally just do a Hull Breach instead.
But according to this, the only song that you were able to transfer up to the moon was something about secrets. Would you like to try with Hull Breach?
Sure.
Absolutely. All we need is a little bit of help setting up a bit of a radio tower here, if you all don't mind.
Well, that sounds like fun.
Oh, it's like a dream come true. We've got Alex out there. He's our best metal shaper, and it appears the Nameless is all set with a crucible.
What do you
I'm ready
say,
to do
guys?
Let's do this.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's better than the Hell song, right?
I don't like the idea of just them experimenting, going bigger after only having a month of this.
Majority rules.
The scientist in me does not like this.
This is a democracy.
Yep.
And I've been outvoted.
Hey, what happens to a spirit inhabiting a golden coin if it gets melted down?
I would assume it's set free.
I don't know.
I mean, that's damage. So I think Gemini is going to, like, when we get out there, just be like, got you now, jerk. And, like, drop the coin into the crucible.
Roll me a 20-sider.
I cannot. I'm on my phone right now.
Oh.
My internet dropped out.
Oh wow. Okay. I will roll you a 20-sider. This is for the spirit. Okay. Tough choice. Okay.
Oh, wait, my internet's coming back.
Oh, okay. Then we
okay.
won't. Don't take mine.
No.
Unless
okay,
you want
yeah,
to take the
okay,
tough choice. Do you want to take the tough choice?
I like a tough choice, yeah. Yeah, I just saw the color on the light on my router change, so...
Your tough choice. Your two choices are you drop it in the crucible, and it very much does the Who Framed Roger Rabbit clown shoe or tune shoe.
Mm-hmm.
Now, option 1, it gets free and it leaves this game to be somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
Will like the spirit of capitalism will not bother you guys again in the future of this game, but it is still out there. Option 2.
Does that free the city or this area of its influence,
Yeah.
or just for now?
For now. It's like it's a very gold city. It's a very like everybody is kind of looking for profit right now, but not. It doesn't seem bad. Like we're gonna take away like any really super negative connotations to it, except for the people who are already under that influence. Second option is if we build with this metal, the spirit of capitalism is gonna get a foothold in this new radio tower, and there's going to be a lot more advertisements, if you will. Like, every time you guys play a song, like, between every song, it's just like you hear, visit Krieg's at Market Square.
Oh, God,
or Robert's
no.
Casino and Spa. It's like having unpaid Pandora.
I use ad blocker for that shit. Stop.
I'm gonna say the first option.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Gemini's just like, bye-bye, and drops the coin in. And everybody is absolutely horrified by basically the shoe dip scene.
So, did it really have to go that way, Gemini?
This spirit needed to be vanquished.
I mean, I understand, but also, I wish there was a better way.
Unfortunately, you can't stop capitalism.
Because
Can't
good
stop,
always
won't stop.
wins.
We just gotta fight the good fight.
Can't stop, won't stop. Charlie, make the booty drop. All right, everybody. So now I guess we go into a montage of us building and like now we go into a montage of building up a radio tower. How would everybody help with that? Like what's it look like? First everybody give me a 20-sider. And if you can think of an ability or something that you have that would give you an additional die, go ahead and like tell me what that is, and then and as many dice as you can like make yourself have.
Well, I have my smelting thing, so with that kind of like
That is absolutely a second one for sure.
Most of my stuff is about breaking things. I don't think that's really gonna help me.
Solid.
Yeah, I don't really have anything that would help much either. I still have a grappling hook. I could use that to help lift shit up higher.
Okay, so we got a 17 and we got a 9.
Honestly, that tracks. She would just be throwing squeedles anyway. Just squeedles for everyone. I'll take care of refreshments.
Yeah!
Oh
Melinoë
my.
rolling a 1.
I'm very much not into this plan, so I'm just kind of like, I'm just gonna be in the corner.
Sabotaging it.
Well,
No, she's gonna be kind of like, guys, I really don't, really, like, we're gonna just do this. We don't know the long-term effects of, okay.
Wait, how does the golden 20 work now that the spirit of capitalism has been vanquished for now?
Oh, that will that will make it come back for sure. If you turn that 1 into a 20, that is coming back.
She's just kind of useless. She's like,
Okay,
you know
but
what?
see-
I am better off at just medical. Like, I get it. I'm robot, but also just kind of.
You're good. It's okay.
It's okay. Yeah, no. I kind of want to go see Thunderpaw and talk to them a little bit more.
Alright, so we've got a 17, a 9, and a 1. Gemini, what you got? 16, okay. I think that is like, we're going to remove the 2 successes to counter the 1. So we have a tough choice in front of us, everyone.
Hell
So,
yeah.
when this thing gets built. Okay. What? Okay. It's gonna play a song, and the vibes are gonna be good though. Okay. It can only be set to one song, and that song is Hull Breach Detected. Now, your tough choice is, Kui, is Hull Breach Detected is going to be heard, or like not even heard, felt by everyone on the moon. Your tough choice is, do they absolutely love it? Like, and to the point where it, like, the moon becomes a party. And some of them might be a little bit more lackadaisical with their jobs because they're just on the moon partying. Or, like, are we going to get a message from the moon in a month or so where they just, like, destroy that tower?
Oh no, they're gonna fucking love it. Non-stop party, my dude. Like, hello? Let's go? Rainbows? A constant rave? Who needs work when you have music?
You guys
I
start
think
to
you made the
notice
right choice.
the moon, like, has a beat to its, like, aura that changes color very slowly.
Oh my god.
Like, it just goes through the, like, the rainbow of colors.
It now has an RGB setting.
Everybody loves it. So this was probably days, by the way. It wasn't like an overnight thing. Like, everybody had to, like, build things up. Multiple days went on. And then it's finally done. And we go back into the church and we turn it on. And it is working. You guys can feel it. Like, that night, like, they turn off all of their vibes to see if you guys can feel it. And that's when it hits you. All of you can feel. And what is the vibe? What is the vibe, Kui? Is Hull Breach Detected, like, adventure? Is it, like, I know it's not dread. Like, how would you describe the vibe that you guys would get?
I would say adventure is definitely out there.
You guys heard it here first. Adventure. Also, you've heard it like 30,000 times, but, you know. Adventure.
Listen, it's adventure and explosions. Because, duh.
Yeah, they are fucking thrilled. Everybody's partying, having a great time. Like, the moon is partying. a bunch of sentinels up there, a bunch of like robot and like little stone rabbits just dancing like crazy. Yeah, and like Cullet is also throwing a pretty large party. Like the streets are full of people, everybody like cheering. It's You guys ever watch the IT Crowd where there's just like we're having an iPod party where they put like headphones in and everybody's dancing, but you can't hear the music?
A silent rave.
Yeah, like a silent rave. That's what the city is for anybody who doesn't like vibe. It just looks like a bunch of people dancing to nothing.
Proud of them, really. Dance like nobody's listening.
So, like, and Kai and Emerson are just taking notes like crazy. Like, they've got, like, tuning forks out, like, measuring it, looking at the moon, measuring it. Like, they're going back and forth talking to each other. It doesn't matter which side of which facet of the moon is facing the echo. Like, for the song to change, is it, is it a problem? But that's why, like, I think just everybody is... It's not like a strong thing. It is merely a... and this is, like, if I'm wrong with it, Kui, let me know. That, It's adventure in the sense of, like, you can do it, things will work out. Don't worry, you've got this.
Oh yes, absolutely. It's very inspirational.
So it's not like, hey, go out and just, like, take a swing at a cop. It is, you will get through this, you will be okay, life is an adventure.
Yes. And, take a chance. Maybe don't stab a cop, but take a chance. Like, typically I'm all for, like, arson and fuck the man, but, you gotta stay alive to be able to do those things, so probably don't take a swing at a cop. Don't do that.
Some people are gonna read different things into the song, and that's not exactly your fault. Like, who knew that Catcher in the Rye was gonna get fucking,
Once an author puts something into the world, it becomes the people's. I cannot control it.
This is fair.
And I do believe my co-author would agree with me.
Patagon dancing.
He's a very good dancer.
And now we can find... Oh, unless you guys want to talk to Kai or the Orator or anything more right now. Like...
No?
No, I think we're good.
This game went a different route than I was expecting.
You're welcome.
Isn't that every game?
It is pretty much every game. So you guys are in the studio. This is Thunderpaws. We know Rod and met Thunderpaws. This is Sleazy J. This is Spin. And this is Quinn. Not unrelated. Here's Quinn.
Oh, that's a good name.
Like, oh, thank you. And it's like, Quinn of Fogolite, science fiction author. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. How are you guys enjoying the new vibes?
Absolutely loving the vibe. It's just like really just, It's just like,
I'm so glad you enjoy them.
This could have been so much worse. Melona's kind of in the corner, just kind of going like, "This could have been so much worse." Oh my, oh my lord.
it's the and Spin's just like, all right, that's like, it's absolutely amazing. Like, love it. Can't wait till we can get more songs uploaded. Not that I don't love Hull Breach Detected. Love it. It's a great song. You and Patagon, out of the park. But like, what else can we like? It's just like the sense of adventure, sense of like, don't get me wrong, it gets something flowing in me. I feel like I could write the next big song, or like, I could be part of the next big song.
You totally should. I support you. Chase your dreams.
Oh my god, I will. And like, you see Quinn just like, chase your dreams. It's like, I'm looking for inspiration on my next Gemini. I don't know if we've met before, but like, I have heard so much about you. I helped co-author Red Planet Plaid, the novelization of your adventures in space.
Oh hell yeah!
It's like me, Pollux, and Castor worked together very hard on that one. It's just like soon it'll become a movie.
Ooh.
It's like I heard that one Silky Shatterfang will be playing the part of Gemini. It's very exciting.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Would you like some cheese?
Of course, of course, I want some cheese. And he pats his belly.
General offers cheese to everyone here.
Sleazy J is like does that thing. Have you guys ever seen that one cat that was offered cheese? It's like, it sticks his tongue like way out.
Oh no, would you like Squeedles instead?
Oh, I can't think about food. If you could just take that.
Are you okay?
Very lactose intolerant.
Sorry.
I'm gonna go ahead and just go over to Spin and be like, hey, come on, come over here. I got some medical stuff that might help you out. Take away the nausea.
You got Lactaid?
I do!
So, in this room, you guys can see how they are producing music. Like each different place has like the homes around Cullet. It has like the shopping district, the gold district. All of the music is like controlled from within this studio.
Mm-hmm.
To peek behind the curtain real quick. I don't think I can have the fight, the conflict that I have written into this game. You guys just were like, nah.
Music and rainbows and love and fun.
We just want to spread the love everywhere.
Exactly.
It's like, oh, love is great. And like, Spin looks at Nameless. Speaking of love, like if you look over on my switchboard here, there's like a bedroom button. It's just like mood lighting.
Oh, that's very impressive.
Don't worry, everybody has to opt into this one. They have a button in their own, like in their bedrooms.
Oh, wow.
Can't get this, like, you don't want to release this, but we had an accident early on. One of the bars became just, it took us days to power wash the floors.
I can only imagine.
Quinn just looks up dead-eyed. I can't stop imagining.
I unfortunately don't have anything for that. You may just have to suffer. I'm sorry.
I think right then you hear just like a banging on the door, and it's just like, they stole it! Somebody stole it! And as Emerson comes flying in the room. It's just like, Lockstitch, glad that you're still in town. Excellent. Good to see you all. Love the music. Hi, Spin. Hi, Quinn. Hi, Sleazy J. Hi, Thunderpaw. Okay. All right. They, everybody remember the big golden statue?
Yeah.
Big. It was gold. It looked like a gecko.
Yeah.
It was kind of stolen while we were all out celebrating.
I'm
Okay.
impressed. To steal
Sleazy
something-
J is incredibly impressed also.
Yeah. To steal something that big without anybody noticing? That's... Huh. We're dealing with a professional here.
It's like, yeah, the theory might be, the song kind of gave them the gumption that they could, so they did.
Yeah, that'll happen.
Yep.
I would like to state that I am not liable for overwhelming feelings of confidence in any way, shape, or form.
It's, a,
Yeah.
Neither is Patagon.
it's the author's dilemma. We're truly, Quinn's just like, truly, we're not responsible for what happens to our work after we're done with our work.
Exactly. Once we put it out, it becomes the people's.
It's like, and people sometimes are the worst. Am I right?
Is anything ever truly ours?
I like to believe ourselves.
We got an existential up in here?
Sleazy J just like still a little bit queasy. Right now he's queasy J.
I don't think we've had enough gummies for this. Enough squeedles infused with a certain oil.
Kui, I'm not gonna lie. A lot of my existence is existential crisis. I just hide it real well.
Sleazy J is just like, hey, you know what I've been thinking about a lot lately? And like, I understand the stolen statue is important and we should probably look into that. But, like, what if the government was less of a government, more led with society's best interest at heart? Everybody helping each other out and just like taking care of each other. Like, being socially responsible. It's just like,
We should sell that.
Quinn's just like, oh yeah, that does sound a lot like science fiction, doesn't it? And she's like, Quinn's just like, what if we call it socialism?
It sounds great on paper.
It looks good on paper. It's all like, he's got it in like black lettering. Socialism.
It looks great on paper. Gonna see if it can be implemented well.
You know, I've always been a fan of workers' rights.
What could possibly go wrong?
Workers' rights. I need to mention every time Arthur plays, he is like Will/Arthur plays, he is constantly like starting unions. And he's always just like, we need to seize the means of production.
I think Gemini is going to be like, you know, do you need capital for this? I would like to, this is some good ideas. I mean, I'm hearing some good ideas here.
Quinn and Sleazy J bring you socialism is a very fun turn, I suppose.
Yep.
Like, I may run a very successful restaurant, but I always, I'm always trying to encourage. Krieg keeps shooting it down. I mean, I keep trying to get our employees to unionize.
Emerson looking back and forth, he's just like, are we? It's like, granted, like we're talking about the rights of people and workers receiving fair compensation for a day's labor, and of course, society should reflect better upon its people, of course. But there's a giant golden statue out there that got stolen. Are we could...
Oh, yeah, we should probably find that.
Does it do something special? Is that why we're worried about it?
It
Or is it just that it's big and gold?
It's mostly that it's big and it does have a effect in the gold district. It does help spread the vibes, specifically there.
The vibes of capitalism?
Not. I mean, yes.
Oh, then, I mean, I did earlier today just banish the spirit of capitalism from here. So do we need more capitalism there?
Emerson just like looks back and forth. I mean, okay.
I mean, maybe they just needed the gold to finish up building the district.
Maybe they just didn't want to be poor anymore. Either way, can you really blame them?
Yeah, I mean, whoever stole it must have a great need for it. I suppose. And granted, the gold district doesn't particularly need any more gold, as we just built the radio tower, and Alex has most of it. We weren't going to melt down the statue to build anyway.
I mean, we'll help you get it back if it's important to you. I don't want to make it sound like we don't care. It's
honestly,
just...
like, Emerson's just like, honestly, it's not even that important to me. It's important to the orator, but, I mean, we've got the
that guy
vibes.
seems like a butthead, so, I mean...
He's like, he's a little bit, like, theological, but, like, honestly, he looks around the room. All right, cool. Are we going to tell him that we went out and looked, though? Or were you guys just...
Yeah, I mean, we can do a cursory glance around.
I can turn around in a circle, and when I don't see it, I can honestly say I looked.
Oh, as this, like, you see Peanut, like, touching his, like, rosary a little bit, and he's just like, he shakes his head. He's, I do feel slightly more clear-headed now. I feel better. There's more. Huh.
Capitalism did have quite a hold on your heart.
And he's like, he takes his rosary off and he sets it down. He's just like, I think we might want to talk to Krieg.
Probably.
Well, onward to Digburg then?
Onward to Digburg.
Digburg!
Adventure!
Give me one
To
second.
spread love and happiness. And proud.
Gemini does. Okay, have any ever played either of the Capcom Dungeons and Dragons beat 'em ups?
Yes.
Where they all like do a pose and go, oh. Yeah, Gemini does that.
I honestly didn't think we were going to make it to Digburg today, so I didn't even bother making up setting up the map for Digburg.
Yeah,
Silly me.
I have to go to bed soon. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, yeah, we'll end it at you all. Here we are in Digburg.
I love their giant hole.
You know, back before the worlds merged, this is where we ended up going into space.
somebody walks up. You've been to space?
Oh, yeah.
It's like he shakes hands with Peanut and Rupert, and they like looks at Gemini. Nice to meet you. Juxtaposed, Mayor of Digburg.
I'm Gemini. Nice to meet you. And shakes
Ah.
his hand.
I've heard a lot about you. He's like, and he like goes down the line, shaking everybody's hand. He's just like,
Okay, but genuinely, if he'd have been named Dig Duggaberg or Doug Diggaberg or Doug Diggadome, Doug Diggadome. There we go. Dig Duggadome.
there's a like ongoing joke with like cats being named like because Rupert and Peanut are not from here, so they do not fall into this, but like other cat people are supposed to be named like Flynn is Flim Flam, and then it's just
That's
like
adorable.
so Juxtapose, and I have another like this comic relief is out there somewhere.
Nice.
Malpractice, Big Pharma, like that is how cats are named.
Okay, I accept this, but I still stand behind Dig Duggadome.
Dig Duggadome is pretty good. Dig Dug a Hole.
That could be a prospector.
That's like something from a cartoon or something, right?
Doug
Yes.
Dimmadome, owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome.
Yeah, I've heard that, but no idea where that's from.
Fairly
Fairly
Odd
Odd
Parents.
Yeah, Fairly Odd Parents, right?
Ah, okay.
Anyway.
Fairly Odd Parents is that the guy fairy, it has the same voice actor as Belzé from God Hand.
You're the only one that's gonna know that reference, man. And you don't even know the show.
Yeah.
You are buck wild sometimes.
Odd Parents, Fairly Odd Parents.
Real quick, let's tie so I can tie a bow on this game.
Never.
Juxtapose walks to the edge and is just like, this is what I was trying to contact you guys about. And you guys can all like look into the hole, which does have nets so that if people fall in that they get caught.
Queen
so that
just
they don't.
jumps in a net.
Yep. I really wish people would stop doing that.
Whee!
Quee, while you're down there, you see roots growing all along the walls of the holes. But
Ooh.
they are metallic. They are very brassy.
Shiny.
It's just like, well, since you're down there, you can see the problem. Those things started showing up.
They're very shiny. What's wrong with them?
We're just concerned about like whether or not they're gonna impact the town. Are we all just gonna? Is the hole getting bigger?
I don't know.
Nobody
How
wants a
big-
gaping hole.
I mean, are you sure about that? Some people might. You don't know.
We took
Who
a
are
poll.
you?
We took a whole poll.
How did that go?
Like I said, nobody admitted to wanting a gaping hole.
Nobody admitted to it.
We did have a live vote, and everybody had to raise their hand whether or not they wanted a gaping hole.
You expected them to be honest. You can't just
Yes.
look a man in the face and ask him if he wants a gaping hole.
Sure, I can. I do it all the time. I mean, I did it that one time, but to a bunch of people.
How many gaping holes do you have?
We're worried that this hole is gonna get gaping. Is it growing? You're down there. Tell us.
I don't know as it was originally. You're gonna have to expand on the amount of information you're
We're
offering
not
me
expanding
here.
the hole.
No, expand on the You gotta give me more information, sir. I don't know the size of the original hole.
It was like this big, but now we're worried that it might be bigger.
What is this big? You're gonna have to be more specific. You're saying this big as in the size it is now? Then no, it doesn't look like it's gotten any bigger. Do you have eyes? Or are you
I'm
not
gonna
wanting
use
to
this-
look at your gaping hole?
I try
this
not to look at the
conversation-
hole.
How far?
I'm worried that
How-
it might wink.
How far down is Queen? Just a random question.
You're probably like Queen's probably about like 20 feet down. There is a
I'm gonna
rope
use
ladder.
I'm just gonna, as Kui is not paying attention, like, okay, I'm gonna go get Kui. I know how this is gonna go. Put Kui on my shoulders. So as we're going up, she just gets progressively louder as we go up the hole.
I feel like
So
you
how-
should really do a better job keeping a closer eye on your hole, particularly if you're worried about anything happening to other people. If you think it's a danger to others, you need to be more watchful of your hole.
Are you telling him to go to the doctor now? What the heck are
Maybe.
you saying? Kui?
Maybe he should. If he just wants to go around leaving his hole wherever without supervision.
Listen, if it does get weird or have some weird discoloration, you should go contact your doctor if you're having an issue with a gaping hole on your body, at least.
It looks like a rusty brown donut.
Melinoë, we're talking about the ground here.
Listen,
Pretty well
melanomas
lined.
are not something to laugh at. They're very dangerous.
Peanut's just like looking at everybody. She's like, and she's like, well then, thank you for your thorough.
Say it.
You
Finish the
ana-
sentence.
analyses of the whole.
There you go.
It took me a second to get the word out there. It was on the your hole was right on the tip of my tongue.
I'm proud of you. Your hole was right there and you got it.
Damn it, that's a lot of butt jokes in one. Not just really butt jokes, but hole
You might,
jokes I didn't see coming.
you might almost call it a hole in one.
I think Joe has to be like, so how deep does this orifice go?
It's like, we have yet to figure that out. We've never reached the bottom. Like, much like the previous hole, like that we've been explained by Peanut, and Peanut's just like, I'll take it from here. Gemini, as you know, the diggy hole, which this does seem to be the same thing, it theorized it goes all the way through the world, comes out on the other side. Theoretically.
So it's a fistula. Don't look that up.
So you're saying your hole goes all the way to China?
Like, Gemini's gonna just pick up a rock and just drop it in the hole and listen.
You can't just throw things in their hole.
Like, you will not hear anything. It might hit the
Yeah.
nets and then just keep going. There is like a tinge of magic as it disappears.
Hmm.
And Peanut's just like, well, it's like, I think we know where Bone Meal's lever is gonna be. We'll spend some time here. We'll ask around, see how everyone's feeling. Any ill-advex, anything. But for now, let's all go to the Cat and Squirrel and get ourselves a drink.
Gemini does the oh thing from D&D. Shadows of Restara again.
I don't want to play a game called Come See My Hole. And yeah, that's fucking everything for today's game. I don't have anything else. I tried to get you guys to do the boss fight twice, and you just skipped it both times.
There was
We're
a boss
terrible
fight?
people.
Oh, we're gonna have to fight the statue?
No, but people stole it. They were like
Oh, okay.
assassins. Look at them.
Oh, I see a familiar face there. Uh-huh. Yeah, you might have needed it.
I think we made the right choice.
Mm-hmm.
We do need to have a conversation with Creek, though.
Got to bring down his capital. It's his empire.
Yep.
And yeah, that was today's game.
You're welcome.
Yep.
Yay!
I actually thank you all very much.
Yeah.
Mm.
I'm
Oh.
glad Gemini once again got to vanquish the spirit of capitalism.
I feel bad that Nameless didn't get to steal the statue himself or rob the city.
It's okay. We're gonna use this as an investment opportunity.
The idea of Bobbert going wholly into investing in just like gold, like turning him into like Goldfinger, you know, is so funny to me.
Yes.
I guess real quick recap. We went to Cullet and met up with some of the folks there, and also met up with some of the people from Fulgerlight that were there helping out, like spreading the good vibe. We've learned that that they love, like, firstly, the people of Fulgerlight with magic going up can just walk around the world as themselves now. They can just do it. So, awesome. And the people of Cullet have learned how to repurpose the glass, and instead of trapping spirits in a prison, they can just use the ambient magic to, like, spread it around. And, like, Rupert's there the whole time, just upset. And just spread around good vibes. Set certain rooms to good vibes. It's like mood lighting, but with, like, an inner monologue of music. So, like, it's great. Everybody's having a wonderful time. It's like, as far as that. Then, they also were worshiping at the Church of the Golden Gecko God. But the statue was stolen, and capitalism and the Golden Gecko began to lose their powers, began to lose its hold over the city of Cullet, and now it's just vibes without the theological weight to it. So that's good. I mean, everything like worked. And Gemini grabbed a coin, and as long as he promised to build Alex a studio so that he could make, yeah, that's right, golden jewelry for everybody.
Which Krieg should be fine with.
Krieg should be fine with. And that is the end of tonight's game. We have another game coming up on Friday. Do you know the cast of that one at all?
Sure do. It's Patagon, Forge, Flynn,
It's Patagon, Forge, Flynn, and Zacna as we make our way into the Neverglades to both see if we can locate where these pipes are, how the people of the Neverglades are feeling about the uptick in magic, and maybe, just maybe, get a little bit of cleaning done down there. But that's the next game. We have an all-hands meeting at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Wednesday. It's not an in-character thing. It is just a very informal, just like, we want to talk. So thank you all so much. And this cat is just yelling. Here's some pats for him, because he paid those channel points. All right, everybody. Say goodbye forever.
Goodbye forever!
Bye forever.
Bye, everybody.